Hello.
How's everyone doing? Awesome. Let me just pull up the questions. Cool. Everyone ready to get started?
I'm good.
Awesome. Cool. So first off, thank you for everyone that wanted to attend and asking so many questions. I think we've already got over 200, so it's going to be a fun time. Really appreciate everyone taking time off Saturday, especially to come down and just ask us questions, hang out, and all that. And hopefully, you guys have fun so we can do more of these more often. But yeah, so I'll just kind of get started. There's a lot of questions that are directed to everyone as well as individual people. So I'll just help manage all that if this is your first time at a Q&A. And of course, welcome Grandpa as his first Q&A. So we'll make sure it's a lot of fun. All right, cool. So, first question, actually pretty serious already. What is the most stress thing an admin can experience? Actually, Dean, you can start it off.
For me, it's dealing with, or what when sorry, when I was staff management admin. For me, it was dealing with staff members who weren't doing so great, and maybe had to get demoted or stuff like that. Right now, it's mostly dealing with bigger updates that come out, which can be quite stressful, especially when they get pushed and there's suddenly a bug that we didn't see on the test server because the test server has a different infrastructure. That can be quite stressful for me.
All right, cool. Emily?
Well, I guess the most stressful thing I've experienced is kind of more like in the back end with staff things, like when a lot of like compromised accounts and all of that back up, that gets a little overwhelming. But because I enjoy like pretty much everything, it doesn't really seem stressful for me. So yeah, I think that's like the worst stress I've experienced. But yeah.
Toki?
So like Dean said, demoting people is like really stressful, but also people who expect me to solve like every problem they're having and not understanding that I'm human is also kind of stressful.
Cool. And then Grandpa, how's your first few days? Any stressful part?
There's some stuff I have already encountered. I just had to get everything organized, really. There, like for me, I like doing shortcuts to doing stuff. So, right, just to do commands and stuff. So I needed to get used to all of the uh, stuff and organizing the different teams for admins, really.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right, cool. So next question. Dean, I see you run a ton of different teams, so I was wondering if you ever get stressed or overloaded when working on a lot of these time-consuming teams. Along that question, when you first joined the staff team, did you ever see yourself as an admin?
All right, so for the first part, yes, it can be stressful to deal with a lot of things at once, especially because Mineplex stuff tend to happen all at the same time for some reason, rather than everything just trickling in. So, especially like days like today where I have the admin Q&A, and then later on I have a recruitment meeting, and then the admin meeting, and I need to have a meeting with one of the builders, and it's just a lot at the same time. So yeah, sometimes it can get a little bit too much. But then there's also days that I don't really have to do anything, and I just sit here and monitor. So it's off and on. And then what was the second part again?
Did you ever see yourself as an admin? like before when you first joined?
Not really. I mean, I joined like 5 years ago. And that was just because I wanted to help out. I didn't really expect this to be able to be a job. Yeah, just gonna leave it at that.
Awesome. Next question is also for you. Do you ever plan on changing the current way how recruitment process works in the future, or do you feel the current one works the best?
So ever since I took over recruitment like 2.5 years ago, there's been a lot of small changes, especially internally, that you guys don't really notice. But I think the most important changes came to the underage process, which there will probably be questions about that later on. But it is nowadays it's a lot easier to become staff member when you're 14, below the age of 14. A lot of you don't realize that. A lot of you still think it's super hard. But as long as you show that you are that you would be potentially a good staff member, you will get recognized for it. But to answer the main question, no, there will not be any changes in the near future that I can think of.
Perfect. All right, Grandpa, what is your next planned IGN?
Well, I thought about changing it to Grandma Win, maybe. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna be changing my name anymore. As an admin, we gotta be kind of the front guy for each of our teams. So if I keep changing my name, nobody's gonna recognize me. I've gone first few days of being admin, I go into clans and no one recognized me. Some of them said, like, for instance, "Oh, Grandpa's been so inactive lately. He's only been active since he got the admin rank." It's like, no, actually, I've been active the entire time. It's just that I've been changing my names back and forth so that players can't recognize me, and that was for my own moderation benefits. But now it's kind of coming back to bite me. So
Yeah, makes sense. Cool. So Emily, what's the fate of the feature upvote network in its current state?
As of right now, Com is currently looking into other options besides future upvote. We're very happy with trying out new things for the community that could, potentially change the process on how we sift through feedback and ideas and making sure that our players are being listened to. Um, and Future Upvote was one of those like new projects that we wanted to try out and see where because trying is better than not knowing what could have happened. So but we do have plans on possibly discontinuing Future Upvote and redirecting everything to the forums, and we'll be looking into other options soon. So hopefully some more info about that in the next couple of weeks.
Awesome. Yeah. So this is like a general question. There was a question of why is Mineplex pay to win in regards to the kits and the gems. So I don't think it's pay to win. I think pay to win is usually when you offer kits in the shop and then you can pay for OP stuff that I think happened in the past before the EULA. But just having gems for kits isn't really pay to win. It's anyone can do it. You just play a lot, grab your gems, and then upgrade your kits. It's kind of like a motivation system. So yeah, that's my answer to that. Okay. So Grandpa, what do you plan on doing for the future of clans? Congrats on admin, by the way.
well, first off, I wanted to clarify the rules because there are some stuff that there are specific instances that aren't really explained in the rules. But then there's like I also want to increase moderation. So one of the few things I am putting together is what I call it's it's an academic team inside of the CM team that would help trainees and mods by taking them, like if they want, they can go into clans with one of these CMs, and we can show them around, show that clans isn't such a bad place for staff members.
Awesome. Okay, everyone, if you had to pick one platform on Mineplex to play, would it be Bedrock or Java? Dean?
I mean, I came from Java, so I'm inclined to say Java, but Bedrock's fine too.
Emily?
I mean, both platforms are great, but I've been with Java for so long that I'd probably pick Java. Plus, Nano Games kind of says it itself.
Toki?
I actually prefer both about the same. I prefer different things on each.
Wow.
I do prefer different things on each, like MPS and Nano on Java, but then like housing and mixed arcade on Bedrock, I prefer better. So.
Yeah. I wonder what Grandpa will say.
Mine depends on my location, really. If I'm at home, it's Java because I have my laptop. I can access my flat screen TV and just play on there. If I'm in my lab though and I have nothing to do, I can go on to Bedrock and that's what I'll be on.
Wow. So is it confirmed that Clans is going to Bedrock?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy Toki's answer. I like both servers. Okay, let me see. Dean, when will the next Bedrock open interviews be?
Unsure at this point. We just got out of a round of recruiter assistance applications, so I'm going to give my team a little bit of rest before we get into maybe doing Bedrock open interviews again.
Sounds good. Okay, question for me: what's it like being a leader? Being a leader is definitely a different kind of role from admin. You just have your hands in a lot of other like channels, chats, and stuff like that. It's kind of like nothing specific. Like other than overseeing a lot of the admins and their teams and stuff like that, I'm also in a lot of production and marketing chats and all that stuff, and just being assigned different tasks by owners, talking to them directly, and communicating back with my admins, my staff team, and of course the community on certain stuff. So that's kind of like what I kind of do. All right, next question. How old is everyone? I'm 23. Dean?
26.
Emily?
I'm 21.
Toki?
23, almost 24.
Ooh. Grandpa?
According to my doctor, I'm 60 years old, but I'm actually 23.
Okay, let's see. Okay, Grandpa, how has your experience been on the admin team so far? What did it feel like when you got the promotion message?
I was anxious and excited at the same time. Anxious because have uh I have big shoes to fill. Because that man knew how to code and well a little bit, and he was the one who did the quality of life fixes for clans, and so you get. I feel stupid saying this, but immediately when I got the admin rank, I immediately started working on stuff that would help the team. I even bought a book so that I can just read and refresh myself on how to do Java coding. So maybe I could help in the future.
Awesome. And how was the reaction for the promotion message? Or like when I called you?
Oh, you're gonna find this very funny, but I actually ran up my house. like I ran up the wall. My house is actually
Awesome. All right. Let's see. Let's see. The question is, who's in charge of the website? Wanderer usually does all the website maintenance and all the changes. He's actually working on a new update that's hopefully coming out soon. Don't want to talk too much about it until everything's confirmed, but we're excited on that. Toki, what's it like being a mentor?
So for me personally, it's always been a blast getting to know people and being able to help them out, whether it's achieving their goals or directing them towards like what would be good for and then overall like workload wise, it can be a lot at times, especially for things that go on back end that most people don't see, such as like progress logging and behavioral logging and all that good stuff.
Cool. So for everyone, what is everyone's favorite thing about being an admin on Mineplex? Dean?
Sorry, favorite thing about being an admin on Mineplex, you said?
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna just repeat my answer from all the last Q&As. It's getting to work with a lot of amazing people that make me laugh and I have a good time with.
And that's kind of my answer as well. Yeah, the people I work with, like common, the people out of are, family to me, and I love them all so much. So definitely my favorite thing about leading uh, the teams that I'm on. I said com and events, Nathan. Okay, okay.
Right, Toki?
Yeah, I'd say the same as Dean and M. Like, I love my team and everybody on the staff team, actually.
Grandpa?
well,
Sorry, I think you cut off.
I've always thought of my team as kind of like my family, and like I love the entire staff team, but yeah, they're like I've always thought of them like my brothers and sisters. I don't. One of my favorite things being an admin, I think it's I get to talk to the community more because as a senior mod, I was me help like nobody knew that the reason why my nickname is Grandpa is because I walk with a cane. So, but yeah, I get to talk to the community more, and it's just actually it's fun to actually get to know some people.
Definitely. All right, cool. Next question. Are there any steps on improving direct communication interactions from the leadership team to its players? For example, speaking in Mineplex Discord, Game Insights Discord, the forums. Yeah, so definitely. I think we try to do as best as we can. It's just really difficult with how much is on our plate to always directly communicate and stuff like that on what we're working on. But I can't speak for Brian and Alex, but uh, I know at least I've been just trying to drop in and out of some Discord chats just to say hi, and as well as just go in game and spend a half an hour here and there just talking in lobbies. So, like we try, it's just difficult with sometimes. Let me see. Should we skip this question, or do you want it, Dean?
I mean, we can skip it, I guess.
Okay.
That's been asked so many times.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, if you could combine two games, current or old, into a single game, like Strike games, which two would you pick?
I mean, I've always been a fan of. I think it's still on NPSs, right? The hybrid between SSM and Dom. I like that one. I think it's interesting.
Yeah. Emily.
I would pick UHC and Wizards so that they would be in our hands again.
Okay.
Probably Christmas Havoc. So Christmas Chaos X Halloween Havoc.
Oh, interesting. Grandpa.
I always liked playing Dom and Tag, so kind of thought it'd be fun to have like maybe the kits from Dom, like champions kits in, Tag.
Nice. I'll do Wizards and Dragon Escape.
That's an interesting combo.
Yeah. I don't know how it'd work, but you know. All right. Let me see. What is something you do a lot that people don't think you do? Admin related things. This is for anyone, if anyone has anything they want to speak their mind to.
It's kind of hard for me to know what people think I do because I do so many different things. So I guess a lot of people have different thoughts about what I do. So yeah, I don't have an answer.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I can't really think of anything.
Probably like actual moderation. Most people probably think admins don't do a lot of that. I do, personally.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't.
If
I
I'm
do
in,
it all.
if I'm in game, I will.
I know Nathan said that we can do moderation or not, but for me, I do moderation either way. But the thing I found out that I do a lot too is a lot of Excel work. I don't know, I like Google Sheets stuff, just organizing.
All right. Do you have any new games coming that you think will revive the server? We have stuff planned. That's all I'll say. Okay. Okay, first question. When will clans reset? I don't even know. I don't know. If
Should I give the normal answer?
Yeah, give the normal answer.
Soon, TM.
Will there be less hackers next season?
Well, I'm gonna be buckling down on the rules, so that's gonna be something interesting. Since
Okay.
I'm gonna be really active with it too, the CM team would be more active with it as well.
Will you guys add new events?
Define events, because there are stuff that I would like to do, like games. When I was a player and I had the money, no, not the money like in real life, but in game, like gold. I would put on a game of bounty where players are restricted to the claims around fields, and they cannot go underground. They can't go into any bases, and they have to survive as long as they possibly can with their clan. If you can, and like your clan can give you soup, no legendaries, obviously, because that's just too much. No rares, just you and your team. It's um, strictly just skills to see who can stay alive. Bounty is randomly selected. Somebody is when they're selected, they run around. And they fight. Whoever kills the bounty becomes the bounty. after 10 minutes, they whoever's last bounty wins the prize. That's what I wanted, and I want to do more events like this with the community so that it would bring the community and staff members closer to each other, because I feel like we don't really get to know each other. Let's get a candlelit dinner. It'll be fun.
Cool. All right. Next question's for me. Oh, interesting. What has the team learned from a marketing perspective, and how did it use this to inform future decisions? So, I think one thing we definitely learned from is working in the marketplace. I'll talk about one on Bedrock and one on Java. So, marketplace stuff is really different. A lot more competitors and stuff like that. So, it's really helped us to adjust and see what's trending and how to do well in that area. In another marketing perspective, on in terms of Java stuff, in terms of games and stuff, I think we've learned that trailers and as well as having just previews of games that we're about to release are really great things to kind of get everyone excited about it, understand what the game is coming out. So I think that's what we're going to do for the future releases that are going to be happening. If your team could do a do-over, would you do anything differently? If so, what? No, I don't think I would. Just because I have this motto on always just trying something new, even if it potentially fails, at least I'm trying something new. I don't want my team to ever feel like they're going to be scared to fail just by trying something different or new. Because even if you get in a good formula of releasing certain content or marketing certain stuff, you're just going to kind of exhaust the audience on how they kind of predict content's going to be released. So I don't think I don't want to live with any kind of regrets when making those kind of decisions. All right, let me see. How can you assure the players of Mineplex Java Edition to be a continual priority for Mineplex going forward? So I think it's pretty clear that Bedrock has a lot more players recently than Java, but the thing is, Java is never forgotten. It's where our roots are. We wouldn't still be releasing content, releasing updates, or have dev work on it. So I can assure you it's not something we're putting on the back burner. We have the same dev team and infrastructure to ensure there's still content going out there. Most of our admin team is focused on Java stuff, so there's always just new work going on in regards to that. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, Grandpa, did you ever think you would be a Mineplex admin when you got trainee?
Honestly, no. I was just trying to do as best as I can. When I applied, I didn't like my English skills weren't really that great, so I was actually denied twice, and I thought, okay, maybe I wasn't meant to be staff. And on the third try, when I finally got it, I was excited, and I was just happy to be here, really.
Okay, Toki, what do you think of the fate of Bedrock mentoring will look like? Do you have any plans for the team?
Yes. So now the fun question. So essentially, we do have a lot planned for the future on staff management, and actually, we have some information right now that is going to be like, so on the 15th of September, mentoring will no longer be division specific. So mentors will mentor both Bedrock and Java. So yeah, with that, don't worry if you're a Bedrock staff member right now, you'll still have your Bedrock org, and your cute Bedrock tag on the forums, and you'll get more information from the mentor you're transferred to soon. We do have a lot of mentees currently, so we are going to be promoting up a new mentor right now, and that is Twist, who has worked so hard on the MA team. So huge congratulations to her.
Ooh, nice. Good announcement. All right. Next question. What is your opinion on the merge between EU and US servers? Dean, do you want to start it off?
Yeah, it's completely necessary. That's my opinion on it. Even though it sucks that our EU players, especially the competitive ones, are having to play with higher ping. Unfortunately, well, not even unfortunately. It's just it's a necessary evil. Let's call it that. Even though it's not really that evil. Having a network on two regions that don't overlap with each other is extremely bad because we're basically splitting up our player base. And whereas right now we're kind of, merging them and allowing games to start more often and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's completely necessary, and that's my opinion on it.
Anyone else have an opinion?
I mean, my communities are able to play with each other in clans, and some of them already have high ping to begin with, so it to them it didn't really matter. I never got a much of a feedback from the community saying, "Oh, this is terrible," for clans.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next question. Are admins volunteers or paid employees like leaders and developers? Yeah, admin teams paid. Has there been any updates to the Bedrock version of the server? There's going to be planned updates. I think there's a new thing brewing right now. I don't know if Dean
Yes.
can allude to anything, but yeah.
I mean, it's something big that's coming, but I can't really give details because we're still very much so in the early stages of development for it.
Yeah. All right. Grandpa. So, which aspect of the admin team are you most looking forward to?
I mean, just working with everybody. One of the things I told Nathan this when I started, I'm still afraid of Jarvis. Well, okay, so the reason why I'm afraid of Jarvis is because in my culture, whoever's older than you, you have to show utmost respect for, or even those who are the same age as you. But yeah, it's just I don't know how to explain it without unless you were born in my culture. Let's put it this way. Dean, you're older than me, right?
Correct.
Okay, so if we were in like how I was raised is if we were in like together in real life and you simply asked me, hey, can you go get me a drink, right? I can't refuse that. Really, I have to go get you a drink. You know?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like that kind of thing. Like it'll be like if you're my older brother, because
Right.
in my culture, everyone's your brother, your sisters, your uncles, your aunts, even though you're not related. And actually told this to one of the staff members who are on the Mineplex team. Lavi actually, I think of her as my little sister, so I always call her Am when she sees me, and she would call me An, and that means brother and sibling. So it's kind of that kind of dynamic.
The more you know. All right. Let's see. Are you working on new games for the Bedrock Edition server, or will you continue to prioritize fixing bugs? So I think right now it's like a kind of in between. Again, we're on the early stages of working on something bigger, but again, in between, we're just fixing some bugs here and there and any priority stuff.
Yeah, the thing with Bedrock as well is that there's a lot of like new versions that come out like every couple of weeks, which on Bedrock is not really that noticeable because it just happens automatically on like Java. So our developers are also like working hard to keep up with those versions and stuff like that. So it's a little bit harder on the Bedrock side as well.
All right. How was the social media team changed recently in response to community feedback from the Community Insights Discord server? So I think a lot of internal things were changed on our approach on how we want to handle a lot of our marketing and what kind of content you guys are looking for as well. So that's kind of like the mindset we've kind of adapted along with some research projects we've been doing. So hopefully you'll start to see that play out in the near future. In terms of other feedback, I think a lot of people wanted YouTube videos again on our old YouTube page. So we're kind of in the planning stages of developing content for that as well. So hopefully that works out soon. Let me see. Emily, what changes have you made to the newsletter program in response to community feedback?
Well, I personally haven't made the changes. It was actually Pins and Snip and Enunciated who took over lead after Snowy left. Um, they have implemented a few different changes. One of them is they are re-implementing community written articles, which will be announced in the August edition of the newsletter. So keep an eye out for that. Um, they've started refocusing on content that is more relevant to the community. So more content that you want to see. So like contests, interviews with community members, more Bedrock content, all of that. And every single time the newsletter is released, we actually have a feedback form that is attached to the thread. So we're going to be taking feedback basically all of the time and make those changes if there needs to be. So yeah, it's an ongoing process, and we'll keep perfecting it to make sure the newsletter is the best it can be for you guys. But shout out to Snip and Enunciated for all the work that they do at the newsletter.
Cool. Have you considered making texture packs for the marketplace? Definitely thought about it, but I don't think we have anyone on the team that could do it. Unless Duddy has any plans for that, but no, I've not. Let me see. What are all your favorite sitcoms for anyone? I like Friends.
Friends is great. My favorite sitcom of all time, though, has to be Parks and Recreation.
Ooh, that is good.
It's just a perfect the way how it ended. It's just great. Yeah.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yes, How I Met Your Mother was really good.
Yeah, that was a good one too. Except
But the ending,
yeah.
Dean.
Yeah. Friends, Will and Grace, How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang Theory, even though that gets a lot of hate.
Yeah, The Office is a good one too. That's number 2.
You guys make me feel like a grandpa.
You were a grandma.
Okay, so the reason why I feel like a grandpa because my favorite sitcom is a bit older than all of yours. It's Frasier, and I know it kind of sounds strange, but yeah, it's that.
Yeah, I never watched that. That might have
This
been
is
past
what
my time.
this is what I meant by I feel like a grandpa now.
Will you or other admins be attending any Mind fairs? Anyone?
Nope, because I don't live in the US.
Emily,
It
Toki?
depends where it is. I mean, if it's
Nope.
near close, I guess maybe. I don't know.
Grandpa?
I mean, if I had time off, yeah, I would. It'd be fun.
Yeah.
And just to meet up with people.
Yeah. The only one I've gone to was a private one though. It was in Sweden for the Minecraft content creator summit. So that was fun though. But would be fun to go to a Mine fair. Don't know yet. Do you play any instruments? If so, what is it?
No.
No.
No, I was a choir kid.
Not currently, but I used to play the cello.
Right now, well, growing up, I wasn't allowed to um play an instrument because, like, my dad says you're a boy. But I am learning to play the violin now, so
Cool. Emily, you were the lead of the ideas team from the start. How has the team changed since it started, and what are your plans for the future of the team?
Ooh, we love a good ideas team question. Um, it has changed so much from the start. When we started, it was really small. We had a lot of people from like different parts of the community participating in it, but a lot of the work we were doing uh, wasn't being responded to. Um, but after I took over ideas, I don't know if you guys remember Kat, but she's kind of like the main one who helped set up all of the connection between like production and the team itself. So yeah, ideas like from back then, like, how the team used to be ran, um a lot of the ideas like didn't get like official responses, and now pretty much anything can get a response now, which is great. um as for future like plans, I don't know. We'll have to see. uh Com and I have been wanting to change things on how the team works, but we don't really have any plans right now. So yeah, keep an eye out.
Nice. Okay, next question. Do admins have feelings?
No, we're robots.
Yeah, beep boop. Like, we're robots.
yeah, I actually can't feel emotions. So
Dean's too choked up to say anything, so we'll just
Yeah.
keep going.
He doesn't have the answer programmed in him, so.
does not compute.
All right. Next question. Who's the tallest admin? So we actually discussed it in before the Q&A, and the tallest admin is Dean.
Who's the
It is
shortest?
me.
I forgot who was the
How-
second tallest.
I'm 5'11".
I might be the shortest, unless.
Yeah,
Taylor's
you're
taller.
the shortest.
Oh, great. So I'm the youngest and the shortest. All right.
Yeah, like I'm 5'8", so
I'm 6'1".
I'm 5'5" pins. We've discussed this.
We have a pretty tall community. Looks like a lot of people are putting their heights. All right. Let me see.
if it makes you guys feel better, my fiance is 5'3.5", and I call her the tiny overlord.
Wait, Dean, do you get this question? I don't really understand it.
Wait, which one are you on?
73.
Yeah. So on Engine, there was this great thread that kind of explained like exactly how the recruitment team worked with like pictures of Trello boards and stuff like that. And this time around, we've gotten at least 3 or 4 questions about that and bringing it back. I'm just gonna say hard no on that one. I don't see the added value for either you guys or the recruiters. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. There's nothing that you can learn from that thread that's
Let me see. Dean, these are more your realm. I don't know how you want to answer some of these.
Okay, so in terms of fixing mechanics in older game modes such as Mindstrike and Champions, I think we did a Champions update pretty recently, if I'm not mistaken. It didn't quite turn out the way that we wanted it to, unfortunately. It is something that I would like to keep the option for to improve in the future. However, there are other projects that we're currently working on, and whenever those are finished, then we'll evaluate what we want to do. In terms of Mindstrike, that's a kind of difficult. It's a very difficult game mode, which will take a very long time to get right. I've tried working on a couple of bugs involving Mindstrike. The mechanics of the game are very, like, the code, it works in a very particular way where, like, I can't even really make sense of it. So that would need to be done by, like, our most experienced developer, and it'll take them a long time, which would be bad because then we have our most experienced developer be stuck on a project for a very long time, if you guys get that. So it's an option, but not right now. The answer to every idea is always it's not our top priority. If that's the case, what is your top priority? That can change from time to time. Critical bugs are always our top priority, and we try to keep up with them as best we can. Sometimes, I'm sure you guys know about the chunk issue, where sometimes you'll be spawned in like an unloaded chunk, or a chunk will just not load for you. I think that's also the cause of like a bug in bridges. That's a bug that we just can't figure out for some reason. It's somewhere deep in our code base. Yeah, Dead World Nano is also a part of that. So it's something deep in our code base, and we're looking into it. But it's just something that we don't have an immediate answer for, so we don't have an immediate fix for it. What is our top priority right now is, I mean, there's a couple of things that we're working on. There is a smaller anti-cheat update hopefully coming out soon, which I'm not going to give any more info than that. And then, the game that we're working on that we mentioned earlier is also another one. And then, does Mineplex plan on either adding a brand new game mode? And what is the second part of this? Revamp or remove game mode. So yeah, again, we are working on something new, and that's all the information that I'm going to give you right now. For revamped game modes, I think we talked about. Have we talked about UHC publicly? Think we might have. So UHC is something that we're looking into, and I'm going to be very clear here. We're looking into it. That doesn't mean that we're going to do it. It doesn't mean that it'll be here next month. It might even be a year, but we're looking into it. There's part 3 to this as well. Add more variety of game types. Yeah, that's just part of part 1. So, yep, that's pretty much it for these questions.
All right, cool. Let's see. For Grandpa, are you Vietnamese?
I thought we established we were all robots. Yeah, I'm Vietnamese. I got last names in there, so.
Yeah. All right. Question: what's going to be the future of Gwen as Toon Basic has resigned and Gwen is once again without a developer? So I think Dean's already talked about having a small update. Quite unfortunate given the circumstances of what kind of transpired with all that. I don't know what I want to say about that. Yeah, just I think disappointment overall on how that was. But hoping to definitely bring someone in and keep focusing on working on a lot of updates and stuff that our QA team has found, and like working hard to ensure there's no false checks and all that jazz. I don't know if Dean wants to comment too much about it.
I mean, even without like a dedicated developer for it, it's not at a standstill. I want you guys to understand that. Like I said literally 2 minutes ago, there is an update that's tested, and I think it's going to go out soon. I can't really comment on when. But yeah, it's not at a standstill. It's still being worked on by the other developers that sometimes find something that they can do with it. But right now we don't have a dedicated person, but we will in the future.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Let's see. Should we do this question? 93?
No.
Okay.
I think we've done that to death,
Okay,
to be
we've got
honest.
this one already. Okay. How many applications did it take before you were accepted onto the staff team? And if you can remember who the recruiter who accepted it was. I did 0 applications. I was invited, so.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah. Hate to brag, but Dean.
I think for me it was 2. The second one, pretty sure.
It took me 1, and I got accepted by Danny Stormborn.
Took me 1, and I was accepted by Giovanna.
Firestar was the one who accepted my application, and it took me It took me 3 tries to do so. So
Nice.
yeah, again, English not my first language, so.
But perseverance, right? All right. I don't know, Toki. Do you want to answer 99? I don't know.
Nah.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Will you ever sell unbans? No, I don't think so.
Can't sell access to the server. That's against the EULA.
Dean, do you want to do that one?
Yeah, sure. Will you ever remove, change, or nerf things like Frosting Kit and deployed platform? Those items make the game so unfun because with Frosting Kit, blah blah. Sorry for the blah blah, but it's long. Yes, I mean that's kind of why we have teams like the feedback team and the ideas team and Game Insights, is to get feedback on all of that. I know for a fact that Game Insights has discussed frosting. So whenever we do another Cake Wars update, then that's definitely something we can do or at least discuss.
When can we expect an update for survival games?
Whenever we have time for one.
All right, everyone. What is your favorite game on Mineplex? I still like Dragon Escape.
Right now, it's Nano Games.
Nano Games for me as well.
Same.
I'm sorry, but I gotta represent clans.
Imagine if he did say clans. Ooh, the uproar. All right. Any plans on opening the event assistance sub-team again?
Oh, I'll answer the second part of this question.
Right.
Can a staff member join this closed sub-team? Anyone can join event assistance. It's open to community and the staff team. However, we don't have any plans on opening the team as of right now, due to the event server being down. But depending on how things go, because the events team and I are going to be working towards some different events in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna say maybe, but there's no set answer. It just depends on how things go.
Cool. All right. Will Halloween Horror / Havoc be out again this October, and will Halloween Chess come back?
Halloween
Yeah,
Havoc will be back. Yeah.
Yeah.
We will not be making a new game mode for it. I can already tell you that.
But I think people like the classics anyway, so it's gonna be fun. I love Halloween. I think Halloween's probably or actually maybe Christmas. I can't tell. But Halloween's like a really good time on Mineplex. I
Yeah.
think it's a fun time.
Especially with the spooky lobby.
Yeah.
I'm so
I
excited.
can never win that on my own. I have no idea. Like,
Just get some people to
I
carry.
have never. Yeah, but here's the thing: I get the best players I know. Never won ever.
Okay, maybe we need to change that.
I'm that terrible.
We'll live stream just admins playing it
Yeah.
and see if we can win.
You just see all of us cheating.
Okay, let's see. Dean, you want to answer that? 156.
Hello, I was wondering why all Mineplex staffs were not trained like QA to deal with players using reach. So the thing with that is that QA are not only most of the time more experienced staff members. They also have access to Gwen logs, which give a lot of metadata to that particular staff member that explains like the violations that happened at what time, what the player's ping was, etc., etc. So that's a very handy tool for them to really figure out if they're. I mean, it's not 100% accurate, of course, but it's a very powerful tool for them to figure out if a player was using reach hacks or not. So that's why QA has that power over other staff members. And to have access to metadata, you need to be on QA.
Yeah. All right, Grandpa, congrats on your promotion. 3 questions. Will you prepare and develop clans mid-season patches yourself? So I think you kind of answered that, but yeah, if you want to dive into it again.
Like I said before, the only a bit of coding I have ever done was in senior year of high school, and I'm refreshing myself on Java coding, so maybe in the future, but I'm not seeing it right now.
Okay, second question you can't really answer. Third question. Should a season 7 ever happen? What are your plans for it? What aspects of clans would you like to improve first?
Well, one of the things I want to start doing is fixing a lot of the glitches that happen in clans. So that's in my head is what I'm aiming towards. One of them would be for that would be the illusion and smoke bomb advantages. How illusion gives you it has a glitch where you can actually hit people while you're vanished, basically.
Cool. Earlier this year, a poll about your favorite games on Java was conducted. Have the results influenced your update plans? It'd be more of a question for Dean and Jay, but I know Jay's been really looking into that from what I've heard.
Well,
yeah.
So for the second part of the question, which is are the results going to be made public at any point? No, never. The first part, yes, it has influenced our decision on what games we update. That's why, for example, you got the block hunt update earlier this year, and it will probably continue to influence our future decisions. But maybe we need to refresh that poll at some point. But we'll see.
Nice. All right. What is your favorite song and why? Dean?
Oh. Circle back. I need to check my Spotify.
All right. Yeah, me too. I'm doing that. Emily?
Okay, so favorite song. That's one of those things that's like so difficult to choose. Like, how can you go through all of your music and just pick one song? Matt, it's not going to be a Taylor Swift song, and but Lover is great if you have listened to that album and you understand. Um, I don't know, maybe a Beatles song because I grew up listening to a lot of the Beatles because of my parents. Probably Andrew Bird Can Sing. That's probably my favorite. I'm just gonna pick one from the Beatles and that's it.
Nice. Toki?
I don't really have a favorite song. I listen to different types of music depending on my mood.
Diplomatic. I like it. I like it. Grandpa?
I was dreading this question. I'm gonna be honest.
You what?
Okay. So the reason why is, and you guys are gonna find this very funny. Please don't laugh. I like to listen to Irish chanties. So top 3 songs. Red is the Rose, the Chemicals Workers song, and the Irish Pub song.
Nice. Dean, do you have one now?
Yes. Okay, so my music taste is a very basic white girl, but
I can relate to that.
there. I mean, yeah. I like Adele a lot, and that would probably be like Water Under the Bridge or All I Ask.
Nice.
Hometown Glory.
Yeah, I'd say my favorite is still Perfect from Ed Sheeran. I really like that song.
You should come to karaoke then. People sing that a lot.
Oh, actually? Okay, maybe I'll stop by and listen. Alright, let's see. Okay, this summer you have successfully rolled out an anti-VPN solution. Will IPv bans, as confirmed in last year's Q&A, follow anytime soon? So we actually changed it up. So we wanted to approach it with that anti-VPN solution instead. We're just going to keep evaluating, but we like the solution so far. Let me see. Are there any chance I can become staff with one ban? This is probably for Dean.
Depends on work ban, probably not. Hacking ban, you would have to wait a long time. But yeah, you can become a staff member with one ban.
All right, what is the main thing you guys are looking for when promoting a senior moderator to your team?
Activity, dedication, knowledge.
I think that answer like kind of covers it across the board.
Yeah.
I guess specific experience for each team, maybe. Because with COM, you have to be very active within the community and work towards those sub teams. With Event Squad, attend events, join event assistance. Yeah.
Want my opinion?
Yeah.
Okay, so for not like Ian said, knowledge is one of the key things you need to know. But another aspect that nobody actually thought about for clans is you actually need to know the player base. And I think this is kind of what got everybody thinking that I was biased. Because immediately I recognize everyone who goes onto clans. I know your in-game name. I've seen it so often that it's off the top of my head. I can see like, yeah, you're a veteran. if I see a new player come online, I immediately see what's going on, because usually if I see a new player, it's something to investigate. So people think like, oh, I'm targeting certain people. No, I'm not. I'm just investigating everyone. Half the time it's so that, okay, if they're new, I can help them out too. So
Toki?
I'd say for MA's initiative is a big one. Like they need that drive to want to become a mentor. And with that comes like independence and the ability to like follow directions. Honesty is something I really value too. So if someone's like struggling, I'd much rather they come to us and admit that they're struggling so we can help them rather than just them deliver poor quality work with no explanations.
Yeah, so I'd say this, yes, similar thing for social media. If I can't trust you, I can't really work with you. So even if you're struggling or like struggling with anything, I'd rather them be open with it than kind of lie and then dig themselves a hole. But yeah, in terms of other parts, just kind of creativity, not being afraid to push the boundary, try new things, and that drive to want to do more than what you're assigned. So that's always a good thing. All right, who's the funniest admin?
I mean, that's up to you.
Me?
You can be the judge.
Well, I think everyone's funny in their own way. You know, everyone has their own humor. I don't know. Should I go into the cringe answer?
No, let's just
That's always a
Kind of
classic.
already started it.
Okay. All right. Wait. Okay. So yeah, I would say like getting to know all these people through PMs or just admin meetings in general, you kind of get to understand them all at a deeper level. And humor is such a funny thing. You just see funny aspects in every part of them. They have different types of humor. Their personality traits just show up. So I would honestly say every member of my admin team is the funniest one. So every day I could laugh at something they say or something they tell. Oh, I see Dean's muted me. So, but that's another joke of his, It's like that kind of humor that he's willing to mute me and just make a joke of everything. So I'd say every admin's the funniest. And that's what I want to say. All right, cool. Everyone good with that answer?
No.
Oh, okay. How many languages do you speak? I speak 3. Dean?
2. I mean, I can speak 2 fluently.
I speak 1 fluently, and I understand some Spanish from school, but yeah, I'm not fluent.
Fluent English and a little bit of Japanese.
For me, I'm not fluent in any language because I was born in the U.S. and I kind of grew up learning both Vietnamese and English. But if you're saying, can I speak in both languages? Yeah, I can. Is my skills like, can I go into a competition and do it? I don't think so. But I am learning also Japanese, German, and Italian.
That is a lot of languages.
I have a lot of time. I only sleep 3 hours a night.
All right. Let me see. What keeps you, I guess, motivated to keep working on the server?
The people, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people, definitely.
I guess I'm just enjoying the work as well. But mainly the people and the players.
Yeah. I see people in the chat. Yeah, I would say too, the shard bonus is definitely a good motivator too every month.
True.
Yeah.
Self improvement is a good one.
No, I still say shards are probably bigger than
Yeah.
that. But yeah, self-improvement's decent, I guess.
That's like at the bottom of the list, though. I think shards is like number one.
Yeah. The free chest.
Okay, so for me, it's my team and the community. And again, it's also like I've had insomnia for 9 years. I've exhausted a lot of stuff to do at night already. So this is actually one of the few things that have actually kept me busy late night. And I just want to say I am sorry, Toki, for like messaging you at like 4 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, jeez. Rip.
Yeah, I literally mean I sleep only 3 hours a night every night until like the third or fourth night I pass out from exhaustion. Right, that's the only time I've actually gotten like 12 hours.
Rip. All right. Now that Dean has responsibilities on other parts of the network, will he still keep leading recruitment? Yeah. I don't think, unless Dean ever feels like he's overwhelmed or anything like that. But yeah, I think we've always had the discussion of making sure Dean feels he's still on top of everything and he doesn't ever feel kind of burned out from all the other teams. Dean, do you want to speak on anything of that?
Yeah, I mean, you covered it.
Yeah. Okay, same question there. MPS update at Dean.
Not in any of our future plans. It's something that we want to do. It's something that Mopple said that he would do, but Mopple's no longer with us anymore. So, yeah.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, I think we get this question a lot, but it's always fun. If you had to be admin for a different team other than the one you are currently admin of, what would it be and why?
I'm just gonna say social media, maybe. I guess.
Yeah, social media would be a fun one. QA would be fun too.
I don't know. I might take Event Squad. I've been hosting a lot of NPS lately.
Wow, you're coming for my job.
Right?
How about you, Grandpa? Even though you just got your admin role, so.
Come again?
If you had to be admin for a different team other than the one you're currently admin of, what would it be?
I want to say, is it right? Like mentoring, I guess. Really. I would like to help with the mentoring team. Actually, that was my second choice to for a sub team because when I was training, I actually told Grace with the Firestar that yeah, that's one of the teams I would like to go on if I couldn't get to clans.
Cool. Let me see. If you could live on any planet of your choice and pick one staff member to live with you there, who would it be? Who wants to go first? Toki, you go first.
It's not really a planet per se, nor is it real, but probably Sanctum from the 100.
Oh my god,
So,
yes! Oh, love that
it's
show.
just
Please
yeah,
don't ruin that. I'm on season 5. Please.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I won't spoil. But if I had to pick someone, does X staff count? Because then I'd pick Glenn. So
Oh, I wonder why.
Nobody's ever gonna pick the chemical engineer who can actually keep you alive. Okay, I see.
Nah, that's too practical.
Do we have an internet connection on that island? Or a planet, rather?
I don't know. It could be any planet of your choice. So maybe that planet has internet.
It's just naturally occurring internet. It's all over the place, really.
Yeah, I don't want to play favorites, so, and I don't think anyone wants to hear my classic answer. So,
For me, I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't pick any staff members. I would pick my best friend, who's a mechanical engineer.
very practical as well. Yeah. Dean, Emily, do you have anything you want to answer for that one?
I don't know.
No. No.
Can I go to a new Earth and just be alone?
Oh, rip. All right. Do you have any pets? Yeah, I have a cat who's turning 1 in a few days, so that's fun. Dean?
I have a dog, a chocolate Labrador.
I
Who
have
is like
3.
7.
Oh.
Go ahead, sorry.
I have 3 cats. The crazy cat lady.
2 dogs, 2 cats.
So I got 1 dog, a pit bull terrier. I got a tortoise, and don't be afraid of being the crazy cat lady. I'm the crazy fish guy, because I have 7 glowfish that are Danios, 3 goldfish, a emerald catfish, and 45 albino Bristol nose albino plecos.
Oh my gosh.
Was that 45? Did I hear?
Yes.
Oh, yikes! Yeah, you win.
45? Dang.
Hold on, I'm gonna go take a picture of the tank.
Nice. How old were you when you got accepted as staff? I think I was 17.
22.
I was 18.
19, I think.
Oh dang, I was actually the youngest accepted, eh? Okay, let's see. What is your favorite ride at any of the Disney parks if you've been? I actually just came back from Disneyland, so I'd still say Big Thunder is my favorite.
The last time I was in a Disney park, I was like 4 or 5 years old, so don't really remember. The closest one to me is in Paris. So yeah.
I unfortunately have never been to Disney.
Ugh.
I know. I want to go so bad. Maybe next year. Bring the kids with me.
Same with Dean. I was like 4. I do remember the Dumbo ride that went up and down. So I guess that.
Nice. Grandpa, what's your favorite ride at Disney?
I would have to say the Yeti Mountain ride, because yeah, no, here's the thing though. My fiance, she doesn't, and the reason why is I think they're called mandala wheels. You pass them as you're going up to the ride, and if you spin them, it's 3 of them. It's meant to be good luck, and I used all 3 spins to wish that my fiance would scream, because she never screams on a roller coaster ride, and that was the one ride that got her to scream.
Nice. What do you think you guys would be doing in life right now if you've never discovered Mineplex or Minecraft? Well, I just finished university, so I think I'd be on the same path right now.
Probably still have my job at the movie theater.
I'd probably be working at a preschool as a teacher assistant.
Toki, Grandpa?
Oh, honestly, no idea.
I'm not sure my answer would be appropriate.
Okay.
Well, okay, so let me explain. I mess with chemicals a lot, so because I'm a chemical engineer, I love chemistry. That being said, I do get in trouble sometimes when, like, when I say in trouble, I have set myself on fire on accident.
Interesting. Walter
Yes.
White, someone said.
So, the answer would probably be more morbid, if you get what I mean.
Oh, rip. Okay. What did you guys study in college? If you went to college, I studied finance. Got a business degree, specialized in finance.
Media and entertainment management.
I haven't gone yet.
Same.
I just kind of answered it in this question. So.
Yeah. Hey, what do you guys do in your free time whenever you aren't working on Mineplex or on the computer? I think pretty classic stuff. Just working out, hikes, hang out with my girlfriend, hang out with friends, all that jazz. But yeah, thinking more about Mineplex, I guess, while doing those things.
Yeah, Mineplex is a job that's following you around everywhere you go because everyone has a smartphone these days. If I'm not at the computer, I'm probably walking my dog or going to the movies or something, although I haven't been in like half a year. But right now I'm addicted to World of Warcraft, so.
For me, a lot of my time goes towards my siblings. I'm the oldest of 4. And they just went back to school, so life is really hectic right now. Yes, if anyone knows Benjolio, that is my
What
brother.
a legend.
Yeah, what a legend. But yeah, family, friends, games. That's pretty much it. Oh, and Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, I hang out with Lun, our animals, friends. Sometimes go fishing. That's kind of fun.
Ooh.
I normally catch more than Lun, so ha.
You guys are gonna think I'm weird.
Uh-oh again.
So I practice archery, martial arts. I also practice sword fighting and blacksmithing sometimes. I also, like I said, I also do chemistry for fun. And I also race my go-kart.
Dude, that makes you the coolest out of all of us.
Yeah, that's not weird.
Yeah.
Blacksmithing? I didn't even know that's a hobby.
Well, yeah, it's like it's a form of it's basically chemical engineering. Think about it. If
Yeah, I guess.
you first off, you are smelting the like the metal to actually to you're liking the shape you want, and then you use a cryogenic freezer to flash freeze the metal so that it's hardened. So it's kind of pretty cool.
Interesting. All right. Next question. Will gem hunters ever make a comeback? I don't think so.
No.
But if you want to play gem hunters with awesome models in a superhero city, you can get it on the Minecraft marketplace that we released.
Wow, we love a good plug.
I know. Okay. Oh, how would you? I don't know. What is one tip to give future applicants for trainee, Dean?
Be authentic. Not good enough.
I like it. I like it. Is there ever going to be an open interview for Java? At Dean TM.
No, never. Not gonna happen.
RIP.
Short answer.
What's your journey on Mineplex from the start, or how did you get here? So I think pretty standard. Well, trainee was called helper, then it became moderator for I think a week, joined mod coordination for a year, then became admin of mod coordination for a year, then head of staff. Dean?
Helper, mod, TMA, trainee bootcamp mentor, then mentor. Then I led a bunch of sub teams in TM, then TM admin, recruitment admin, and then STM admin, then QA, and now marketplace and development.
I started off as a trainee, then mod. Like 6 months later, I got comm, streams team around the same time as well. Back then, comm was events and relations together. So about a month after I got relations, I got events. Was comm and events manager for a good while. When I got into comm, I applied for the ideas team lead position. So after a while, leading that team, then feedback, streams team, supervising game insights, and then it was mini admin, and now I'm admin.
For me, I applied as a helper, got early promoted to mod. From mod, I got invited to mod cord from Ish and Nathan. From there, I kind of like earned the position of monitoring manager. I was trials manager for a short amount of time, which was like tutoring and stuff. That had been discontinued a long time ago. Let's see. Oh gosh. And then like I was I guess lead of the EET sub team for a while and then it, shut down. Let's see. Then the merge happened. I became kind of like the team lead staff management and I was that for like a while. Slightly before then actually though I got support, have been on support since. And then yeah, I eventually got admin of staff management. So woo.
Okay, so I started playing like the first game I played that I like to play, and then I started playing Capture the Flag, and then I started going to clans. We started doing using ranks to get into clans. So I went from legend to eternal to trainee, and then from trainee to mod, then senior mod, and then now admin.
Awesome. All right. I think this is for Dean again. Would Java staff members ever have the opportunity to become RA? Oh, and I guess Toki and MA for Java.
What would
Wait,
Java staff member
would
have
Java?
an opportunity to
Maybe
become RA
means
for Java?
Bedrock.
Oh, I guess. I mean, no. Okay, so when Toki made that announcement earlier, and I don't really want to speak for Toki, but I'm pretty sure we have the same experience in terms of like the Bedrock staff team. It is very hard for us to keep our divisions, like Bedrock divisions of our senior mod team, to keep those running. And that basically comes down to there's not as many Bedrock staff members. The Bedrock staff members that we do have and get on the team don't usually last super long, not more than half a year. So it's kind of annoying to have to constantly find new team members. Whereas Java team members they stay around for a very long time. So to answer your question, if your question is, will Bedrock staff members be able to be Java RAs or MAs, then my answer is no, just because past experience. I don't know what Toki's answer is, but
Yeah, so mentoring assistants right now, like whenever we open up MA apps for both platforms, and then whoever gets it will assist the mentor, which will have mentees from both platforms. But as far as becoming MA and RA at the same time, which I think the question might also be asking, that's probably a negatory because we both kind of want people that are dedicated to eventually becoming the full-time members of our team. So becoming a mentor or becoming a recruiter.
Yeah.
Cool. Will there be new ranks in the future? No, I don't think so. Okay, this is probably for Toki. How do moderators become Discord moderators?
There's a thing that they have to read over when they're promoted to mod initially, and if they read over that, they should be able to find something that they're supposed to do in that, and then I'll apply their tag. And that's pretty much it.
Cool. If you could bring back one remove game, what would it be? Wizards.
UHC.
UHC.
Mine would be paintball. I mean, it was the first game I ever played, so.
Paintball still exists.
It? I well, I mean, like, I could have swore it was taken away. Was it?
What a happy surprise! See?
He's too busy.
Oh, hey, this is great. I'm sorry, I'm so engulfed in clans and all that. So
You might have been confused because paintball didn't have its own NPC.
oh, okay, yeah,
But now
that's
it
why.
does.
That explains a lot. Because I was looking all over for it. And it's like, oh, did they take it away? Oh.
I don't know, probably Castle Siege. It's a classic and it's a
Yeah.
goodie.
Grandpa, when CMA apps opening?
I want to say but I want to say a month or so before the season starts. I'll be evaluating that. So yeah.
We're on our last 10 questions, so if anyone wants to send in any last minute ones before we end it off, feel free. Okay. What does everyone plan to do in or? Oh,
Sorry.
Well, that was crossed out. Okay. Hey, Dean, any estimate on when QAT apps will open?
Oh, you can ask the last one. I was preempted.
Oh, now answer this one first.
Very soon. That's my estimate.
Okay. What does everyone plan to do in order to continue to improve their team?
Honestly,
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Just keep talking to everyone on the team and with leadership and owners and see where we take stuff, basically.
Yeah, weekly meetings, talking, communicating. I mean, that's really like how you can improve your team is by starting with your members first. And because my teams are community oriented, we also take feedback from players as well on changes that need to be made. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely communication between all team members is good, especially people who are MAs as well. They have, valuable feedback. So it's not just the mentors that have input on changes and stuff. And then just continuing our monthly meetings and making sure that the whole process of trainees getting to mod and all that is good.
For my team, I started doing this when I was a senior mod, as a CM lead monitor. I host meetings every other Friday, and we talk about it. And one of the things I want to improve is the tools that we have for moderation, but I also want to talk to the community and get their feedback more often because so many times I've heard where the clans community isn't having their say in anything that's happening in clans. So that's one of the things I want to improve on.
Yeah, for SM, I think it's just generating more preview content, more GIFs, video content for everyone to enjoy, and just kind of create more hype on everything. Internally, just working on kind of like how we can improve communication, feedback for each other. All right, Emily. Oh, this is mean. Emily, since you run 2 teams and manage many sub-teams, which is your favorite?
Am I gonna pull an Ethan with this one?
You might have to.
I can't pick. That's like picking between, your children. Like, you can't do that. I feel like some parents do, but like I'm not that, type of person.
What's the question?
Which is her favorite team?
They're all special in their own ways, and everyone is so wonderful that there's just no way I can pick one. So, yeah. Matt, I'm not answering that.
Toki, would you ever allow someone to become an NMA but not want to be a mentor in the future?
Probably not.
Oh, rip. What is everyone's Mineplex level? Legit people only. I think
57.
I think mine's 52.
Mine was 86, I think.
My legit level is somewhere in the 60s.
You're 53, Nathan.
Oh, yes. I leveled up.
Mine is 43, and I don't plan on changing it to 100. So
Most embarrassing thing you've done? Like on Mineplex or?
I have a good one.
Okay, Emily.
I do too.
The most embarrassing thing I've done at Mineplex is messaging a YouTuber by accident. Thankfully, it didn't make it into a video, but yeah, I meant to message a dev instead of YouTuber because they asked me about the YouTuber being on, and as streams lead, like I go moderate streamers and stuff. So, yeah, that was really embarrassing.
Grandpa, you want to say yours?
Okay, so is this in real life or just in Mineplex?
I
Because I'm
guess
an
just
awkward person
Mineplex.
in real life as well.
Let's just stick to Mineplex.
The most awkward thing I would have to say is somewhat kind of like what she just said. Messaging someone, except I kind of messaged the hacker. Where's the hacker?
I've done that before too.
Yeah, I relate.
Didn't you message a YouTuber, Em?
I literally just told that story.
Oh, you said that? Oh. I was
Was
looking
not
at
listening.
I was looking at the list of questions, sorry.
Toki, can you give some hints for updates to this Discord server, if any?
Well, Wandy's been very busy with like the website stuff. The Discord bot that he's working on is more of a side project for him. But it should come with a lot of new things and fixing some of our current issues. Anything more specific is like, I don't want to say too much ahead of time because I'm not sure when the bot will be finished, if that makes sense.
Nice. Any advice for any future staff that are interested in becoming the part of recruitment at Dean?
Not really. I mean, yeah,
Just be good?
be good. Yeah,
Oh,
basically.
nice. I like it. I like it. All right. Have you traveled outside of the country? If so, where? Yeah, I actually studied abroad for 5 months, and then during that time I got to travel to 8 countries around Southeast Asia. So that was fun.
I've never been to the US. I live in the Netherlands, if you guys didn't know. And I've been to the UK, Belgium, Germany, France, Turkey, Spain, uh, others, but can't remember.
I'm boring and I haven't been anywhere.
Same, but I one day want to go to Japan.
Same! Oh my god.
I feel
Adventure?
bad now.
Oh my god, a girls' trip to
I've
Japan?
been to Japan before for my 18th birthday. I've been to China, Taiwan, Vietnam, Singapore, France. France was funny, but I don't remember half of it. Concussion.
Nice. Um, what is your favorite moment on Mineplex? I think my favorite was the 5-year anniversary because I did a lot of the planning parts of it. So having it actually come out was really fun and to celebrate like how much has changed over the last few years. Anyone else?
Well, I think my favorite like times of the year is Halloween, like in terms of event wise, like network stuff. Um, Halloween is my favorite. So, yeah. I also really like the alien event that we did. It was very different, and we've never done anything like that before, I think. And having Alien Invasion come out too was really exciting.
Wasn't that for July?
I don't remember. It was a while ago. But it was fun having lobby events when the lobby was decorated like that. It was a good theme for us.
I really liked when Gwen first came out and staff were all like, "Where's the Guardians?" Because we couldn't see, like, actually couldn't see them.
Mine is I'm kind of like with Emily there, where my favorite time of the year is Halloween. So I like the events that go on in Mineplex. But for me, clan like most of the funny moments I have is in clans because there are some it's basically like America's funniest videos where you see people being funny. At one point, I actually saw a player use a creeper to blow up another player. Okay, that's kind of hard to do, you know.
Any chance of bringing player ranks to the Discord?
PPC, yes, there are plans. Other ranks, no.
What is your biggest fear? I don't like heights.
I'm
Anyone
very
else?
claustrophobic.
I'm afraid of anything that flies near me.
Flies?
Just bugs in general.
Oh.
Like I just don't. We just don't get along. Yeah. My room is in the basement, so sometimes there will be like a centipede, and I will just lose my mind. So that's fun.
For me, it's just kind of my delirious state. My friends call him Frankie because he does stuff that people like a sane person would not do. Uh, Actually, it's one IE Cloud Gamer 360. But anyways, so my city isn't the safest city to live in, and what happened was he decided to go out into the middle of the night searching for Twinkies at gas stations because we were out of Twinkies. Yes, I said Twinkies.
Cookie?
I guess people dying. Like, I've had a lot of death in my life. I can't.
Yeah. Okay. If you were to travel to a place in the U.S., any specific city or state, where would it be? Probably go back to Florida. Dean?
Either New York City or the state of California, just in general.
Yeah, New York is probably big one. I want to go on. I want to see a play on Broadway or whatever. That'd be really cool.
Probably kind of lame, but just back to Len's hometown in Illinois.
I would say New York City because it kind of reminds me of Vietnam. And my family, like it's how crowded it is over there. It's just that everybody in Vietnam is on mopeds, while everyone in New York City's in cars or walking.
All right. Christmas Chaos 2 or Halloween Havoc, which is better and why? I like Christmas Chaos 2.
I love Halloween Havoc more. Should I
Yeah.
explain why?
Please do. Please do.
Okay. Well, first of all, Halloween. How can you not like Halloween? Okay. You know, we love spooky stuff. Um, Halloween Havoc is also just a really unique game mode, especially with the kits, because a lot of the abilities are inspired by Overwatch, and Overwatch is my favorite game. So, yeah, Halloween Havoc by far.
Yeah, I love Halloween Havoc. Sad that it doesn't work in MPS right now, but it's great.
Plus, who doesn't love hardcore mode?
I can choose. I designed both. So
I like Halloween Havoc because, like I said, I like Halloween in general. Every year, my fiance and I we get dressed up and we hand out candy at the public square in my city. And like the last year, we were dressed up as Beauty and the Beast. So
Nice. All right. Will you come to Israel? I had no plans of going, but
no.
you know, never say never. Anyone else have plans of going there?
I mean,
No.
no.
Well, well, there's your answer.
I would go if I had time. I mean, I've had friends who've gone to Israel and it was in Lebanon. Um, and it was just all around fun for them. And people, I feel like they just get the wrong notion that it's it's in the Middle East and active war zones and stuff like that. But there are a lot of amazing things that we don't get to see. So I would travel anywhere if I can possibly go to. Like there is one interesting place I know it's riddled with crime, but I want to go there simply to see the island that never gets struck. So there's a place I think in northern Africa, or it was North South America, that has lightning strikes 360 days out of the year, but the lightnings never strike the island in the middle of the lake. And I want to go there just to see it.
Interesting. The more you know. Okay, awesome. I think that's all the questions. It's 275. Almost been 2 hours. I think we're pretty good with everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think 2 hours is a good time to stop.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, everyone else good with it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Awesome. Thank you so much for everyone who did attend, especially for the whole time. Like, that's a long time to hear us talk, so we really appreciate that. I had a lot of fun. I'm sure I think everyone else had a lot of fun as well. So we hopefully we can do more of this. probably comment in Emily's thread if you did enjoy it afterwards. Let people know if they missed out. I think there's going to be a recording, right? Divine mentioned she was recording it, so maybe you'll see it there too as well if you missed anything. Yeah, you can plug your channel. But yeah, thank you so much for everything, for just always being, I think, supportive of in a lot of the decisions we do. We always try to make sure we're thinking about the community. I know not all decisions are very popular, but a majority of you always just keep a very open mind to the things we're doing and support us. So we're really appreciative of that, and it keeps us going to keep working harder for you guys. So thank you so much. And yeah, hopefully we can see you around soon for another Q&A. All right, cool. I'm gonna grab lunch now. Thanks again.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you guys.